welcome back. Sule said a while ago that our next guest said there's money on the street and that finance should not be a challenge at all. I mean, while we're on this short break, that's what he was saying. He said finance is not a challenge and that we should try him and ask him anything. He will tell us exactly how to go about it. Please, he's in the studio. Help me welcome to the studio an entrepreneur himself and a life coach, Mr. Francis Okumagba. You're welcome to Weekend Deal Studios.
Thanks for having me.
I can't wait. So tell us,
money.
How do you start a business without money? Let's say I have 0 naira and I want to go into real estate, for example. Okay. How do I start?
Nigeria is the investment bride of the world, and everything we need to succeed in Nigeria is in Nigeria. We also have misplaced priorities and misplaced positioning. You just asked me how we can start an estate without money in your pocket. Everything we need in Nigeria is in Nigeria. There are people who are blessed with land. They don't have money. There are people who have money. They don't know what to do with the money. There are people who have ideas. They don't know what to do with the ideas because they are waiting to get money and also have the land that they will use. All you need to do is to create a collaborative opportunities for the people.
How do you connect this people?
Now,
how do I know them?
I'm going to show you now. If you go out today to seek land, you will see people, a lot of people who have land to sell. Tell the landowner that I will build an estate on your land and I will give you some of the houses. The house I'll give you, when you sell those houses, the value of what you will get will be 4 times the value of your land. You will sign an agreement with me. I meet people who have money. A lot of people who have money don't know what to do with the money. They leave the money in the bank. Today, interest rate for deposit for money is about 1%. Tell that money owner that, look, I will use your money to create wealth. I won't touch the money, but I will give you 20% return on your money. Leave the money in the bank. Don't give it to me because it will enter into my head. I will use it to get a bank guarantee. And when I build an estate with it, the process of the estate, I will give you 20% of the value of the money you give to me. And I'll go to a construction company and hire a construction company. I tell the construction company, I want you to build this estate, but start with only 40% of the estate. When you finish, the money to pay is already in the bank. I go to the bank and get a bank guarantee and I give it to the construction company. They will move to site. As they move to site and start building the first 40 houses, I will start selling those houses off plan at half the price. And I'll tell the people buying, don't give me the money. Put the money in the bank. If I don't give you the keys to the house, let the bank not release the money to me. They start putting money in the bank that I will use to pay the construction company. As they finish building 40% of the houses, I go to the bank and get the bank guarantee to pay that construction company that has finished the 40 houses. He start using the money to build the next 60. Meanwhile, the 40 that I've sold, money is already in the bank already. The construction goes to the end like that. I sell on that 20%. And I use the money to give to the owner of the money that put money in the bank as security without using the money. And the remaining 40% of the estate, I take 20% and I give 20% to the landowner. How much did I put in this deal? Nothing.
Mr. Okumagba.
If I can build an estate without 1 naira in my pocket, damn me with anything that you want to do. I will tell you how you can start and finish it with little or nothing.
Mr. Okumagba, one of the challenges we are confronted, in fact, of course, this is not your first, forum for speaking about to this issue of entrepreneurship challenges in Nigeria. But some people have said that you make it so idealistic, so simple, so dreamlike, that when you start engaging this, the reality, now confronts you that it's not as easy as it seems. But for you, I know you have coached a lot of people. Now, what are those, common challenges that young entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs are confronted with, given your interactions with them?
The biggest problem I face with young people is the mindset. And the mindset, we have an education system that does not open the eyes of people because they get the education, they can't interpret the education. They have fears. So they just have this fear that they don't have enough education. Plus, a lot of them are graduate, but they cannot speak the English. They cannot express themselves. 2, some of them feel they need connection to do what they need to do because the orientation and the environment they find themselves, they believe that if they don't have connection, they will not get what they want. The 3rd problem they have is that they don't have money to start the business. You don't need 1 naira to start most businesses. The other thing they confront themselves with is the time. They think is how hard they work that money is created. Then the last one is employment that imprisons their minds. Employment imprisons a lot of people's mind because when they earn that salary, they believe that they are earning money. But if you want me to tell you the truth, once you get into employment, you seal yourself from expressing yourself on the things you can get in your environment. So the major things that hold the entrepreneurs on is their mindset. All we need in Nigeria is to reorientate the mindset of our people. They mentor them into seeing the opportunities. Money continue to flow in the streets of Nigeria. You can open a shop without 1 naira in your pocket. You can sell anything you want to sell in the market today without opening a shop. You can tell me what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, I will tell you how you can use it. A barber can make 1 million naira a month. A masseuse can make 1 million naira a month. Just tell me what you think you want to do.
Now you just talk about the barber shop. Yes. How can they make 1 million naira in a month?
Correct. You don't start any business from the top. You don't start a business looking at the finished product. You want to get a rented place. You want to get generator. You want to employ people there. You'll be looking for 1 million naira. Can I tell you how you can start a business of barbing?
Yes, tell us.
Get your kit. I can use a barber to make 1 million naira a month. Go to 5 boarding houses. Ask to see the house masters. Tell the house master that you are going to come there to do the barbing of those children in the boarding house. Every weekend you will come there to do the barbing. You will charge 30% of what they charge outside. You will make 1 million naira a month barbing health of children. Are you not a barber? Answer me. When you have started making this money, then you can rent a place. Even if you rent the place, you don't need to get things in the place. Get anybody that has barbing skills to come. Whatever you barb, you get a commission for it. And just stay in the office there. You make more money. There are a lot of things you need to know. The way things work in Nigeria is that people who have money don't know what to do with the money. People who have skills don't know that their skills can create wealth from them. So what we need to do in Nigeria basically is to reorientate the minds of the people. For some, they have goods to sell, they don't know how to sell. For some, they know how to sell, they don't have the goods to sell. A young lady walked into my office and said, I hear you teach people how to double their businesses. I said, yes. I said, what do you do? He said, he's a cake designer. I said, how much do you make a month from doing this your cake monthly? He says 100,000 naira. I said, you will make 1 million naira this month with my mentorship. He says it's not possible. I said, listen to me. Your profiling, where you stay, your skills. How many people can you approach to say, I want to do cake for you? So he cannot get the business. I say, go to 5 Catholic churches. Ask to see the catechist. The catechist is the one that people want to get married, come to register their marriages. Put your flyer in their table, on their table, and tell them, anybody you direct to me to do their wedding cake, whatever they pay me, I will give you 20%. She's making over 1 million naira a month today. I located a missing link. For some people, they have the skills. They don't have the marketplace. They don't understand the skills to market. So if you look at it now, you see that we have a lot of mismatches all over the place.
Okay,
show me wait, I want to give you this one. Show me an herbalist in your village that has a cure, not native doctor, that has a cure using herbs to cure something like fibroid.
Okay.
He will not charge you 10,000 naira to give you the herb. Come to Abuja, put it in the social media that any woman that has fibroid, you have a solution for it, and the fee is 50,000 naira. You have over 1 million naira from that herbalist, and you will not pay the herbalist 100,000 naira. Are you the herbalist? We have a lot of skilled people on the street looking for who will use them, but there's nobody using them.
Okay, let me ask a question. I know I want to go down from the beginning.
Yes.
How did you, Mr. Kumaba, begin?
Yes.
After school, let's start from where you graduated from the university and NYC. People want to follow your life's journey.
Yes.
Take us through it.
Unfortunately, I got into the banking industry. And in the banking industry, what propelled me to the peak of my career that got me to being executive director of the bank is the attitude and disposition that I had. I had a parent that was very strict, but there are certain things you need to do as an individual to succeed. I make the right friends. I don't make friends with my age mates. I make friends with people that are older than me. I always have mentors anywhere I find myself. I make sure I dress to be addressed. And the other thing that I do is my thought process, I always think positive and put positive disposition around me. So if you are not positive, you are negative, I run away from you. Now, friends that you keep determine the type of level that you can get to in life. 60% of the friends you keep are negative. 25% of them, they just distract you from your focus. So if you look at Nigeria today, a lot of friends take people out of their focus. We have the good, the bad, and the ugly. I use the arithmetic sign to select friends. It's Money on the Streets, an advocacy program that will help position people to succeed in what they do or choose to do. This program will expose those who are unemployed, those who are poorly paid, those who are struggling with what to do because they have ideas and don't have money, and those who have businesses, but the businesses are not doing well. We are in a country today that there's a struggle everywhere. People are complaining about the inflation rate. They are complaining about how things are difficult, how transport is difficult. Everybody seems to be struggling with what they are doing today. This advocacy program is going to expose people to how they can move to their various next level. So if you know you are unemployed, if you know you are poorly paid, if you know you are struggling with the business that you are doing, key into this program. And if you know people around you that are not taking advantage of it, tell them now to hook up to it and begin to follow me on all my social media handles. Tap and follow my social media handles. And when we come on air, you will continuously have the opportunity of sharing the opportunities that will make you see tips that will make you get to your next level. I welcome all you today's program. Today's program is going to be on the mindset, the power of the mindset. But before I go on, let me just give a brief introduction of myself. My name is Francis Daniel Okumagba, a mentor, counselor, business strategist, life and wealth coach. I help people succeed in what they do or choose to do. I want you guys to challenge me today with what you do. Whatever you are doing today, you can do more. And the tips that I give with my mentoring and counseling can open you up to succeed in that business. So challenge me. I look forward to getting your questions during the course of today's program. The mind is where everything is and starts from. The mind controls everything that you are. If you want to see the difference between a rich man and a poor man, look at the mindset of the individuals involved. The mind is very powerful. Having good control of the mind can actually make you succeed easily. Making money is so easy. People talk about ideas that they can use to make money and all that. But changing the way you think is a long process. And people who don't understand this actually get into the trap of what they grow up with, because you are a product of your upbringing, your background, your circumstances, the school and education you get, and the information you get from your environment, government, and the things you see. If you don't manage and correct some anomalies that has created a lot of trauma in your upbringing, or trauma that you actually translate into your mindset in your upbringing, you can actually be living a life that is truncated with a lot of walls around your mindset. The mind takes in a lot of things. They hear things, they see things, they all go into the mind. And when you store your mind with a lot of information of what you have seen, you end up reacting and facing life with your perception of life. And most times, you don't even have to think. You act by reflex, and that reflex comes from what you have actually stored in your mind. There are a lot of people today whose upbringing had parents who were very hard on them, who will talk down on them, who will make them feel ordinary, who will make them feel unimportant, who will make them feel that they are poor. And at the end of the day, they live their lives with that perception and understanding of what they are. The mind is powerful. The mind can make a young girl who experienced sex when he was very young in a very bad way, make him actually have a wall around his mind. And before you know, he's reacting according to what has happened to his life in the beginning. Mindset of our youth and everybody today is what is creating the anomalies we have in the characters and the presentations of a lot of people today. You are what you put in your mind. If you make your mind positive, you will get positive feedback. The mind can also create conditioning in your life without your knowing. For example, if you live in Warri where you eat tash and banga soup, and they take you to a place like Aba where they eat akpu, you will think akpu is smelling. It's a conditioning that you have created for yourself because of your upbringing, your understanding, and your environment. It's like that for everything that you do in life. There are a lot of people today that, oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't do this. The reflection of what you have in life has a lot to do with your upbringing, your background, your disposition. But you can change that in the way you actually detox your mind of the things that you have fed your mind with. The mind is powerful. And the mind today continuously has created the problems that we are beginning to have in Nigeria today. There's a religious affiliation, there's a tribal affiliation, there's a traditional affiliation. There are some people that are very dogmatic about life because their background could be the religion and what their understanding is of the religion. What is in your mind? If you can x-ray what you have in your mind, you can actually see a lot of things that you are doing right or wrong. The mind is powerful. You can associate the way your mind works with your success level. The higher and the stronger you feel and control that mindset, the better it is for you. In today's program, I'm going to be exposing you to how you can recondition your mind, detox your mind of the anomalies that have been created in your mind that affect your output and what you do in life today. And you can actually control that. You will be very successful in life because you will see the foundation of success is tied to how you actually develop your mind, and what you do about the creative ideas that you have comes from the mind. Today, a lot of people have damaged mindset. Why are their minds damaged? In Nigeria today, we evolve role models. Role models continue to influence our mindset. And we see these role models, we see what they do, we see how they act, we see different things that they do. And we also unknowingly look at the social media today and pick a lot of vices from the social media. And whatever you pick and get into your mind has a function to what you bring out of your mind. Why are the minds damaged? We have evolved leaders who claim they are politicians, political leaders, and all that. They make money. You see them make money, but you don't know how they make money. It affects the mindset of the young people and a lot of people around them. There are some religious leaders today who profess religiosity, but if you look at them closely, you don't see the Christianity or the Muslim attributes in them, because they pick what they see in the churches and in the mosque. You see a reverend father or a pastor, an imam doing something. People pick what they do, not what they say. And when they keep picking what they say and what they do, it affects their disposition to those religions that they actually profess. The mind is powerful. The mind can also be influenced economically. When you see people that are doing very well and you want to dig deep into what they are doing and you copy and pick up things that they do, you end up actually acting like them. So when you actually have people that can influence you positively around you, it affects the way your mind works. Making money can be attributed to the mindset that you develop for yourself. Having a successful marriage can be attributed to your mindset and the way you think and the way you present yourself in life. I'm going to attribute my mindset, the damage of mindset, and how you can tweak that damage into repositioning yourself for success. If you live around negative people, you will be negative. If you are taught by negative people who teach you right things, but they have wrong attitude, you could pick up those attitudes without knowing. Your phone can be a major distraction in your mind, because anytime you have a phone call or you have a text message or you have something that is cut and paste on your phone, it actually distracts your disposition and your mind. So how do we control the way our mind works? You know, the mind keeps changing continuously. Things come in and out continuously. I want to open you up today to how you can actually reprogram your mind for success. To reprogram your mind for success, I also tell you how you can also relate it to religiosity. Today, a lot of people attribute their mindset and what they feel and their spiritual disposition to their minds. For Christians, we believe that when Jesus Christ was living, he left behind a helper. That helper is the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the helper that we claim is in the mind. But if you are not living holy, you probably will have the devil also controlling the mind, the part of the mind. So you have been given the willpower to determine what should actually superintend over your mind. But God has given us the willpower to choose between good and bad. So it depends on you and what you have fed your mind with. If you feed your mind right, it gives you the confidence to do things right. So I'd like to give you some tips today on how your mindset can be reorientated towards positivity that will give you the disposition to start making money with it. If you don't have a desire, for men, you can't have erection. It's the same thing with the mind. If you don't put something in your mind that you are thinking about, the how to get that thing that you want to do will never come. The rich are those who have control of their mindset and also end up using people around them by imposing their own mindset and disposition on them in employment, and at the end of it, they use them to make success out of life. If you want to renew your mind, you must create the enabling environment to get things that you need to hear, things that you need to see, that will renew your understanding, that will renew your beliefs, so that you can actually start acting the new way. Your upbringing can be faulted. Your upbringing can be twisted. Your upbringing and environment can be very poor, but you cannot continue to keep that mind poor. If you want to liberate yourself from that mindset that you have had growing up and the environment and what you believe in and what you see, you start by ensuring that you put up a new desire that will renew the way you think. And how do I get people to do this? I give you an assignment today to go home and get a piece of paper and write out all that you desire. What do I need to feed myself in a month? What do I need to take care of dependents around me? What do I need to start that business? What do I need to get married? What do I need to have a decent accommodation? Do a write-up of all what you call desire. It's money on the street again. And the topic we are dealing with today is the mindset, the power of the mindset. My name again is Francis Daniel Okumagba, a mentor, counselor, business strategist, life and wealth coach. Advocacy, this program is an advocacy, money on the street advocacy to expose people to how they can succeed in what they do or choose to do. We were talking about the mindset. And I got to a stage where I was telling you how to renew your mindset for a lot of people who have damaged mindset today. The damaged mindset is as a result of what your upbringing is, what you took from your training as the school that you went to, and what you pick out from your environment. Whatever you take into your mind is what controls what comes out of you. So if you really want to be positive and you want to be able to take the spiritual dimension that I talked about of having a spirit, because when Jesus Christ was living, he told us he was going to leave behind a helper, and that helper is the Holy Spirit. And if you really want to be inclined and get continuously what you want, then you must key into having an understanding and disposition of the Holy Spirit inside you. Whatever you desire, you get out of life. You know that God created this world by just telling us, let there be light, and light came up. God created us in his own image and likeness. We are supposed to be like gods. So what God actually designed for us is for us to be able to think it, desire it, believe it, and it comes to pass. But a lot of people keep living on the mindsets that they've created for themselves. They've created walls around their mindset that makes it impossible for them to see the way things actually are. And if you don't have a desire, you cannot get the result that you are looking for. For example, if you want to test how powerful the mind can work, tell yourself you want to travel tomorrow to London, and you want to wake up as early as 6 a.m. in the morning so you can get the first flight that you have to leave Nigeria with. Your spirit will not sleep. You wake up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Sometimes you wake up at 4 a.m. and tell yourself, let me just sleep for 1 more hour before I wake up. Exactly that 1 hour you wake up. It's the same thing with everything. If you don't desire it here, the how to get it never comes. Do you know if you go to a car mart where they sell brand new cars today, and you don't hold yourself back with the feeling of, I don't have money, where will the money come from to buy the car? Go with confidence to where they sell those brand new cars. Ask the attendant to give you the keys to the car. Enter inside one of the cars and position yourself well. Put on the ignition, put on light music, and put on AC. And take the picture of yourself as the owner of that car. Do you know your spirit will not sleep? You will buy that car. But when you go home, in the confines of your toilet, ideas to buy that car will start coming to you with ease. If you don't have a desire, the how to get that thing will never come. And when you go out, you start seeing the color of the car and the same car. Because the spirit will be telling you, look at the car you said you wanted to buy. If you walk in a place where you can never have the money to buy that car, the Holy Spirit will remind you and tell you, is this how you are going to buy the car? And you'll be discouraged in working in that environment and start looking for how you can work in an environment that can give you over 20 million for you to own that car. The mind is very powerful. And I want to remind you again that that same renewal of the mind is what we need today in Nigeria. We need to reorientate the mindset of our people that makes them feel, oh, I don't have money to start business. I don't have a godfather. I don't have any government help. I don't have somebody that can give me goods to sell. All those are lies that actually imprisons the mindset. You don't need 1 naira to start most business. You don't need a helper, because there are people on the street today that can make all those things happen for you. And if you understand what it takes and the right mindset and the positive disposition, and you can desire whatever you want out of life, you will get it. I help people succeed in what they do and choose to do. And in my interface, I do mentorship, I do counseling, and I do business consultation. If you are unemployed today, if you are poorly paid today, if you are struggling with the business you are doing today, come and access me on WhatsApp, on any of my social media handles. Connect with me. I will show you how you can start that business with little or nothing. Everything you need to succeed is around you. What is making a lot of people fail is the mindset that they've created for themselves. The mindset is where wealth is. The mindset is where marriage success is. And I encourage you to come and get a renewal of your mindset. And the renewal is possible by hearing, and hearing continuously what you need. And how you can actually get this done very easily is to access mentorship from a reputable mentor, counselor, business strategist, because they will open you up to understand how the mind works. And if you can correct the way you think, you are on your way to getting everything that you need to get. I will stop and start taking some of the questions that I see on the chat box. Brigadier General of Vaje retired. Send greetings, but you said you does not pick his calls, what numbers can I get you with? My number is 08052551000. But I encourage you to use WhatsApp, because when you send your messages on WhatsApp, I will always respond. You might call me, I might not pick the call, but if you send messages, I will respond to it. I am looking at questions, and I want to take questions, as many questions as possible. I reiterate, you are what you think about. You are what you desire. Everything that you want to do to succeed today is available and is around you. You can start an estate without one naira in your pocket. You can double whatever business that you are into. You can actually become a landlord today without one naira in your pocket. You can sell sugarcane, sell anything, and make in excess of 1 million naira. I dare any of you here that is jobless today. I dare anybody that is working and is poorly paid. Ask me your questions now. Tell me what you do. I will show you how you can succeed in that business. I will disabuse that mindset that you have, that makes you feel that money is the problem, that makes you feel that government is the problem, that makes you feel that you don't have what it takes in education to do what you want to do. If it's education, a lot of people that are educated on the street, they are looking for who will use them. All you need to do is employ somebody that has the talent. You will make the money. Some of you claim you don't have what to sell. You don't have what to sell. You can sell, but you don't have what to sell. There are people who have shops today that are not selling, because they don't know that sales is no longer in the shop, where you have to rent the shop, stock the shop, employ people to work in the shop, buy a generator, and take all those overheads. Today, you can actually go to somebody selling something that is very wanted, take the picture and put it online today, and put your phone number there, and make sure you put the competitive price that will make people want to buy. You will more than make over 1 million naira. I dare you. Ask me your questions. I want to take more questions. What is your number, please? My number is 08052551000. What may be possible cause of a negative mindset? A negative mindset is as a result of what you hear and what you see. Be careful with who you mingle with. About 60% of the friends we keep are negative. They actually take 80% of your attention by way of visiting you and spending 30 minutes to 1 hour to 3 hours with you doing nothing. Beware of what you hear. There are a lot of negative people that are always talking about negative things that are ingrained in your mind. Once you hear it and take it in, you act on it without knowing. If you go around a single frustrated woman who wants to be who is very bitter about relationship, and you go to discuss your relationship with her, she will poison your mind with things that you don't expect. And when you go home, without knowing, you start acting on it because it has ingrained negativism inside your mindset. Please, I am Colonel Itobore. I ask, please come again on the phone numbers. Why is everybody asking for the phone numbers? I think somebody has actually put the phone number there, so you can actually copy the phone number. I am looking for challenges. Challenge me with questions. Money on the Street is an advocacy that will continuously have the opportunity, for people to learn and see how they can improve their lives and get to their various next levels. This program is going to come up every Thursday by 12 noon. Make sure you follow me on the social media online. If you have any question to ask, I will continue to answer those questions on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, on all the Twitter, and all the social media handles. Even though I don't take your questions now, when I finish this program now, I'm going to answer all the questions. If you want to have a one-on-one consultation with me because you want to move to your next level, you pay my fees. It's only 100,000 naira. I will take you through mentorship and give you business consultation for 1 month. And in that 1 month, I'm going to expose you to how to position yourself to succeed in what you do or choose to do. I'm going to hold your hands to show you the secret of relationship and show you how to relate with human beings. And at the end of the day, I'm going to give you tips on how to make money with ease, how to start business without 1 naira in your pocket, how to increase your business volume, turnover, and profitability with ease. All you need to do is to have a mentor that will open your eyes and hold your hand and show you how you can get to the next level. A lot of people, what they lack is access. For some people, they don't have money to start the business. I give you one simple example. I can make you a landlord without 1 naira in your pocket. Go to any high street. There are a lot of vacant houses there. Pick on one of those big houses. The rent could probably be 10 million naira a year, but the property has about 14 rooms. You know what you need to do? Tell the landlord you are going to pay 15 million naira rent, but it will allow you to use the place for office complex. Go back and turn around and get an IT person to advertise those 14 rooms at 2 million naira. They will take all up, and at the end of the day, you will get 28 million naira. Pay the landlord 15 million naira, you have made 13 million naira. I dare you. Is it business you want to start and money is your challenge? Are you jobless and you want to start making money? I will hold your hand and show you how to employ people and you start making money. Are you in a business today and you are struggling? Don't call government. Don't say, oh, things are difficult. Come, I will show you the tips of what you lack. Today's Nigeria, those who are talented are looking for money. Those who have money are looking for what to do with the money. And those in power don't have time. They don't have mentorship. If they have mentorship, they will have the understanding that collaboration is what makes everybody complete. You cannot be complete if you don't collaborate. If you are married and you are struggling with that marriage, come out for counseling. You probably might just be the problem of that marriage. By the time you finish getting the counseling, your marriage will go with bliss. Everything you need to succeed is around you. I'm rounding up. I'm going to take all the questions that you are putting out there. Please don't stop putting the questions. I will attend to all the questions. But we're going to end now. But I assure you, we are going to come out again on Thursday at 12 noon with Money on the Street. And when we come next week, we are going to be talking about positioning to succeed. Positioning to succeed. How you can position yourself for success. Today's topic has been the power of the mindset. And I've told you that the mind is where everything is. The difference between a poor man and a rich man is the way they think. If you don't think right and you get negative influence from your environment, you need to detoxify that mind. You need to renew your mind and begin to look at how you can reposition yourself using the positive mindset, understanding that the Holy Spirit is inside you and everything you need, it can attract it to you. Anything you want, it can give you the solution that you need to get it. All you need to do is understand and know that everything that has been created, you have the power, you have dominion over everything on earth to superintend over what you have on earth. I thank you for attending this program today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Don't go. Go to the social media today, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and drop your questions. My number, again, is 080-5255-1000. I thank you for attending the program, and I look forward to seeing you when we come again next week.
There is mass job loss and the fear of being sacked is everywhere. When you divide your monthly earnings by 30 days, is it worth your while? Starting a business has been an uphill task as the capital appear very prohibitive to many people. iSkill has come up with a concessionary discounted program. Starting a business with little or nothing, using a capital as low as 10,000 naira to make an excess of 100,000 naira. Come see how you can start a business with a capital as low as 10,000 naira. Come see how you can develop effective entrepreneurial skills. Be exposed to how you can double your business earnings, wealth enhancing opportunities, and lots more. Seasoned wealth consultant and ex-bank director Francis Kumar shall be there to expose you to various wealth enhancing skills.
Idea rules the world. This idea that I've gotten here,
I am mother and I'm ready to key into this.
I must tell you that I've been honestly
what I've gotten here today.
My going out is going out to help others, and at the same time maximize my business.
I'm excited. I never knew that money runs in the streets of Nigeria.
With what I've heard today, I'm going to blow out books.
On this platform, I've been able to grow myself as in talking about human capacity building.
If you're out there listening to me, watching me now, I want to tell you one thing. I've come in here to this room today and what I've heard has been different.
For more information, please call +234 8052551000 or visit our website www.fmgnigeria.com. You can follow us on Twitter at FMG Platform or our Facebook page FMG Platform. You can also visit our corporate office at FMG Platform House, number 11 Dakala Street, off Parakou Street, opposite Hotel Dabras, Wuzito, Abuja, Nigeria.